All right, everyone, welcome back to SHIB Planet. This is X. Today, we're just going to do a market overview. I'm just going to jump on live for a quick moment. And I think we're just going to head over and just do a few Shiba Inu price simulations across the entire ecosystem. And if we have time, we can even look at any of the other tokens. We can even have a look and do some price simulations for across your portfolios of a range of cryptos. And we'll also have a brief discussion as well on just the overall state of the market at the moment. So I'll just wait for anyone who's available to jump on live. Hey, my boy, how's it going? Shib Army New Zealand. Yep, I'm live, bro. What's going on? So if you're on, just let me know before we start things off. Just let me know if you guys can hear me. I need to make sure my audio is working. Is my audio working? Oi, oi, oi. That's right. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. That's right. Yeah, Australia has had some really good news with Shiba Inu recently, because obviously Playside Studios, the AAA game studio which Shiba Inu has decided to partner with, is Australian, and they're actually the biggest. Game developer, at least in terms of being listed. They're the largest publicly listed game developer in Australia. So, so for all you guys from Australia, I know some of you guys say that not a lot happens in that space. Well, here you go. We're a big part of Shiba Inus. Hey guys, thank you so much. All right, let's kick things off. I suppose we can start off just having just an overall overview of the global crypto market at the moment. As you guys know, things have been pretty lackluster for the past month. One chart which I actually like looking at is the global market cap. So I'm just going to click over here. This is the global cryptocurrency chart overview. I usually just like to click on year to date, and this just pretty much shows us where we're at the moment. Actually, I'll click at maybe the last 3 months. Obviously, this is all the cryptos which are listed on CoinMarketCap. I think at the moment, how many do we have? We've got 15,500 cryptos which are currently listed on CoinMarketCap, and this is the cumulative cryptocurrency. So at the moment, obviously, as you can tell, we peaked very, very close to 3 trillion. This is probably our all-time high, and that happened around about early November. And that was when there was generally a lot of confidence within the market. But then, obviously, as you know, we've probably lost about 700 billion in market cap across a range of cryptos. The cryptos which have generally performed well tend to be metaverse style cryptos, and but generally across the board, unless you're a blue chip, then a lot of cryptos felt quite a bit of a pinch, through this point here. And obviously Shiba Inu is part of them. So we're just going to have just an overall discussion on how things are going to go for that. Okay, let's just have a look at the comments here. Hey Sharif, how you doing? Welcome back, guys. Yeah, not a lot of live streams happen at this time because most of our buddies are in the West. So a lot of them might even be sleeping right now. So yeah, it's our time to take over some of the live streams. What do you guys think? Okay, cool. So obviously, at the moment, the global crypto market continues to have a bit of a slump, a decline. Actually, it's fairly significant. And there's several contributing factors. One of them, the one which I like to lean on mostly, is FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. The biggest one out of all of those is the uncertainty, which has been caused by regulation, which has been, at least in terms of the United States, regulation concerning crypto in general. When they released the infrastructure bill, there was some unclear wording, and the wording was such that people couldn't tell whether crypto would be where people who did DeFi would be considered brokers. So it's quite uncertain at the moment. So until they clear that up, I think that's going to it's going to give a strong ceiling to Bitcoin in particular. And then obviously there's the Omicron variant, the Omicron variant as well. It's also causing a bit of fear, out of the acronym fear, uncertainty, and doubt within all markets, including the stock market. So stocks jumped down a bit, and then eventually that has filtered through to crypto. And obviously, our buddy here, Shiba Inu, is taking a bit of the hit along with everyone else. I think Doge is also it's reaching its point of resistance. I mean, its point of this is the lowest support which they typically test. It's rare that they go below this. So for you Doge holders, this is pretty much as low as it can get. If you're a Doge bull, then this is typically a really good time to sort of pick up and accumulate. So yeah, we'll see what happens with there. And as for Shiba Inu, yeah, as you guys know, we've had lots of positive catalysts. I put out a video recently yesterday where I pretty much talked about, well, the reason why I made that video yesterday, just talking about what has been suppressing the price of Shiba Inu is, there's a significant portion of comments which come on the channel, and people, especially when we talk about a lot of positive catalysts, because obviously Shiba Inu has received a lot of positive catalysts, mainly concerning being listed on several exchanges. I think we've been listed on Kraken, on Bybit, and both of those exchanges, Kraken and Bybit, they actually, one of the reasons why they hadn't listed Shiba Inu was they actually have what some people call some sort of quality restrictions. So it took them a while for, I mean, who knows what happens internally for them, but then generally, like, to be accepted on those exchanges, particularly Kraken, you would have had to tick a lot of boxes, and that's a good sign for Shiba Inu, because not a lot of tokens pass that sort of category. So that's a good thing. Also for Shiba Inu, obviously, as you guys know, we have been accepted on multiple. We're accepted across multiple businesses as well, in terms of as payment. I think Newegg and AMC is also. Let me just have a look and see. Sometimes Satoshi posts some cool stuff. I think Newegg, and also I love seeing things like this. Like the Shiba Army is actually, it's actually, I don't know if you guys know who this is. Does anyone speak? Is this Spanish, or is this? I think this is Spanish. Esa es una bonita camisa amable, señor. I sound like I speak it, but I have no idea what I just said there. Okay, cool. Brian Wooding, Shiba predicts price for 2022. Good question. Let's do that. Yeah, that's actually the point of this stream. So like, you guys can just ask me whatever questions. Let's just speculate and just have a discussion and see what we can say about Shiba Inu. So for 2022, to answer your question, Brian, personally, I do see, fundamentally, it really depends on where the market is going to go. Because if the market continues to have bearish momentum, no matter what sort of catalyst that we throw at it, it may have minimal, or like the impact may not be as lasting as we want. But I actually have produced a sort of chart, and like this is just 100% my own opinion. Basically, these are the items which we can certainly expect along the Shiba Inu roadmap in 2022. Doggy DAO, we're going to talk extensively about that just now. Obviously, Shibarium, ShibaSwap, and the game at various stages throughout the year, we're just going to hear various updates concerning the game. One of them is going to be we're definitely going to get more Shiboshis, NFTs. And for those of you guys who missed out on Shiboshi's NFTs, this is sort of the time when you're going to get to check that out. So a prediction for 2022, to answer your question, Brian, I have if things are bullish, according to this, if things are bullish, and my super bullish projection for Shiba Inu is definitely to lose a 0. Definitely, we should be able to delete a 0. That's if the market reacts positively to all our catalysts, and I think it certainly should, because ShibaSwap, my argument is when ShibaSwap gets an upgrade and becomes migrated to Shibarium, that should be able to take care of the gas, the gas fee issue on trading. Because I don't know if you guys use decentralized exchanges a lot. Obviously, the gas fees are tremendous. I think I actually experienced. Let's see, I had I made a trade recently, and the gas fee was about $64, and I actually felt relieved because that was cheap for recent, and that's actually ridiculous to say $64 is cheap, because it shouldn't even be that high for a transaction fee. So anyway, hopefully when they migrate Shibarium to ShibaSwap, that's what's going to happen. So yeah, I definitely think SHIB should delete a 0. Right now, I have put it at a conservative 0.002, whatever that price is. Let's see what could that possibly be. So at the moment, what would that mean? I'm just going to try. So that would probably be about it's at least 140 sort of $1 billion market cap. And obviously, in order for this to happen, there has to be tremendous, like in my view, in order for this to happen, the overall market also has to swell up. And that means Bitcoin. And without Bitcoin getting, its training wheels removed, then you can actually we'll just have to have a different scenario. So that's my positive scenario. My negative scenario for Shiba Inu is, let me see, if right now we're at 20 billion, I do think that just like even if Bitcoin stays around the 50 price for even 3 or 4 months, by then Shiba Inu would have at least released its Doggy DAO and even Shibarium. I think that will be able to push us in Q1 to maybe, I'd say maybe 35 billion, and that's in a super bearish sort of scenario. So that's what I would put for Shiba Inu. I'll probably put that here, and which is sort of okay. And I'll put that around March. But obviously, I'm just messing around with my own figures. A lot of people are considerably more. Well, I'm actually very bullish on Shiba Inu, but then when I speak publicly about the prices, I just try not to go wild, because some people do take it as financial advice. Speaking of which, none of these videos, of course, guys, are financial advice. As you know, I'm not a financial advisor. These videos are not financial advice. Let's just get that out the way. You know how I'm saying? Okay, cool. Let's have a read of the comments. Okay, cool. Any other questions? Shiba predicts price. Yes, that's from Brian. Lol, for a sec, I thought you were Spanish, bro. Yeah, I just read that as best as I could, but I have no idea what I was saying. Courageous Cars, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yes, guys, if you're jumping on for the first time, smash that like button. Let's see if we can get this stream trending amongst the Shiba Inu community. Okay, let's see. Virtual OA says, I burned $400 trying to use Uniswap to buy 10 million SHIB. Oh yeah, bro. I'm sorry about that. Like $400 in gas fees buying 10 million SHIB. How much is 10 million SHIB? Yeah, that's actually quite. I feel you there. Like gas fees at the moment they're really horrible. But I find that gas fees are actually cheapest during bull markets. So because right now this is actually pretty low, like 69 Gwei. I've actually never looked up what that fully means, but typically we've been seeing this at about 150. So generally that means that at this present rate, it's probably the lowest that it can be. So if you guys are trying to make your trades and to pull out of certain positions, it might be a good time at the moment. Okay, John Corcus says, how many tokens do we have to burn every year? Oh, okay, John, let's have a look. Currently, the current circulating supply is acknowledged at about 549. It depends on where you want us to go. Realistically, if we can even burn, like the way that I see it, like Shiba Inu should burn 5% of the current supply every year. But the reality of it, to be honest, it's actually even 5% is actually difficult. I mean, even 2.5% is actually difficult, and I'll tell you why. Okay, we're at 549 right now. If I was to jump to 5%, we're now down to 521. So that means that we would have burnt to like over 20 trillion. Let's just say 20 trillion SHIB. So that pretty much means that there has to be some sort of. Okay, I'll quickly jump back. that means that 20 trillion worth of SHIB. Let's just see how much that is. I'm going to put in 10 billion. Actually, no, I'll just put in I'll put in 20 trillion here. 20 to that is, well, it's under a billion. It's under $1 billion. So it basically means that there has to be either transactions of up to a billion, and that can happen in various ways. It's certainly possible, if throughout the year all the transactions across ShibaNet, swap transact, like if Shiba Swap 2.0, if we can somehow implement a burn mechanism where portions of Shiba Inu is burnt per transaction, and I'm talking literally everything. I'm saying everything on their roadmap needs to include burns, like absolutely everything for us to reach our goals. Whatever, like I don't know how burns can be implemented in Doggy DAO, but Shibarium, ShibaSwap, the incubator program, the ShibaNet, the Shiboshi's games, the blockchain based game, in my view, whatever the devs bring up, whatever utility they bring, if it doesn't have a burn component, a lot of people will be disgruntled. So yeah, in order for that to happen, like I already said, 5% here is going to be at least 20 trillion SHIB tokens, which is under a billion. It's about 750 billion. So yeah, you can check out for yourself. How possible will that be? The Shiboshi's game is going to be a multi-million-dollar game according to Satoshi, and that certainly is possible. I did do an analysis. Most mobile games, when they do really well, they actually make several hundred thousand a month, and the big ones make several million a year. That's the goal which Satoshi wants to get. And if the Shiboshi's mobile version game can make millions a year, and a portion of that goes to burns, yeah, we can certainly see where that'll go. So I'd say I'd be happy if we can make 5%, to answer your question, right? It's okay. How many tokens? Okay, Elden Spanish, indeed. Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look. What on earth did I say anyway? This is Satoshi. He's obviously up. Okay, no, he's not up. That was from before. Let's translate. Or just to put this in here and say translate. That's a nice shirt, kind sir. What a world we live in, guys. You can just translate anything. So, and it is a nice shirt. Cool. Let's read through this. How much is the burn going to be, David Grimsley? The burn is it really depends on the utility which they're going to be placing. David, we really don't know at the moment. Cool. So Grizzly says the current circulating supply. Yep, looks like it is adjusted. That's a good point, Grizzly. I'll adjust. Thank you for updating me. I actually didn't look at that. So this was the circulating supply as of a few days ago, and the reason why it's jumping up, I'll tell you why. It's because CoinMarketCap has started. Let's jump over here. Yeah, you're definitely right. So this is the circulating supply is now 549 trillion and a little bit up. They're now using dynamic, so it changes actually almost every day. And let me update my calculator. Yep. So for those of you who have this, you'd have to update this quite regularly now, just like you would on any other calc. So the reason why it's going up, in my view, it's I think they take into consideration staked SHIB. When there's staked SHIB, people stake and unstake or quite regularly. So whenever the staked SHIB goes, when people unstake, then the coins are flooded back into circulation. Let's just hop here. And anyway, that's just my sort of theory. I'll just jump into the Etherscan here. Let's log in. As you can see here, the 41% is the burn wallet, where 410 trillion SHIB are. Then the third biggest wallet is this one here, X SHIB token. So this is 4.3% of SHIB tokens. 43 trillion of these are currently out of circulation, typically. But then if you read the fine print of CoinMarketCap, they actually don't take all of them out of circulation. It really depends on how long it's been in there. So let me see if I zoom out. You see over here, people are pulling out of their positions. Yeah, which means like whenever you see out here, these tokens are flooding back into circulation. So here 60 million went back, 51 million went back into circulation. Here looks like 4 billion went back into circulation. But then conversely, it gets offset by all these ones here which are coming back into circulation. So I believe CoinMarketCap now has dynamic, what they call like dynamic APIs or something like that. So it will fluctuate according to that. And on that point, that just strengthens the fact that the more that we as a community stake, and obviously this is not financial advice, but if you do plan on holding Shiba Inu for the long term, I have over 80% of my SHIB staked. That really does help with the price action for a bit. So yes, Grizzly, that's the answer. Let me know if that's satisfactory answer for you, Grizzly. Courageous Cars, thanks, bro. Virtual 08, it was before the spike, before Coinbase. True. Have I heard of Mongoose Token? I think I have. Somebody mentioned it, Mongoose Token somewhere. I will have a look. Okay, let's see. You guys want to look at other things now. Mongoose Token. It better be good. Mongoose. Is it on CoinMarketCap? Am I spelling it wrong? Mongoose Token. MON. Doesn't look like it's on CoinMarketCap, but I have heard someone mention it before. If it's on anywhere else, I'm just responding to you, David. Edward Davidson. If you can tell me if it's on something else like CoinGecko or something. Okay, cool. 10 million is about 350. Okay, Sentry Sam says, apart from burns implemented due to the Shiboshis, is there other tools that will be using to burn SHIB? Short answer is yes. At the moment, from what I know, SHIB can be burned through listing. There's an optional feature where when new pairs come and list on ShibaSwap, or on this area here, let me just quickly jump on here. A lot of these pairs here, they pay listing fees, and it used to be mandatory, but now it's actually optional, where about $25,000 worth of SHIB and leash, had to be burnt. So it's now optional. Some projects still do that. Then obviously we've got Shiboshi burns, and then at the moment we have like literally so many community burns at the moment. We're actually relying more on community burns, like things like the now payments, and there's some people who have music playlists where people just stream music, and then a portion of that ad revenue gets burnt. And that's actually a good point. We probably should have a look and see what the burn is saying at the moment. SHIB burn. Okay, cool. This is the SHIB burn Twitter account, and obviously, if you guys aren't following this already, this is the SHIB burn Twitter account. It pretty much shows all the burns which are taking place in a particular wallet at the moment. I think this is the main burn wallet, the VB wallet over here. At the moment, 34 minutes ago, somebody burnt 4 million SHIB. And if you scroll down, about 48 minutes ago, that's a Shiboshi burn. I can tell it's a Shiboshi burn because I think that's about the price of the Shiboshi burns at the moment. Then an hour ago, less than $1 million. So yeah. And all these ones are generally community style burns. We don't really have any like main official ones which have been added. But Satoshi did say in his previous article that 2022 is going to be the year of a lot of burns. That's why I put a lot of these fire things here, because the way that he said it, it really implied that a lot of the utility which they're going to be, bringing on is going to have burn mechanism associated with it. So I'll be disappointed if the Shiboshi game doesn't burn, and I'm pretty sure that Shibanet marketplace burns. I'm sure that's going to take place. Let's have a look. Okay. Derek says, why not use Coinbase? It only costs a few bucks. Yeah, you're right. Like, look, Coinbase is good. It's a good place, and the transaction fees are lower. But then Coinbase doesn't have absolutely everything. Like when a new project comes, one of the last places that it goes is Coinbase. So if you want to get in early on projects and to be able to get 10x gains and even 28x gains plus, like almost they will never be on Coinbase. And the only place which you can find them is directly on the blockchain through platforms such as Uniswap and ShibaSwap, and that's where the gas fees are. So it's really just a matter of if you can stomach the volatility and pay the gas fees, it's a lot of risk, but it's also a lot of reward. Like for example, I know I jumped in on Saitama like very early, and I didn't put in a lot into Saitama. I think I paid like $200 like shortly after it launched, and then I kind of forgot about it, and I paid probably close to the same amount in gas fees because it didn't exist anywhere else. It wasn't on any exchanges, but I believed in Steve. You guys remember Steve? Yeah, so that's the um and obviously Saitama is up like tremendous percents now. Like that $200 like of mine became 3,000 and then even more. So yeah, so that's the reason why you can't always use Coinbase. Just to respond to you there, Dersh. Brian says maybe it is possible to reach 1 cent next year in 2022. Brian, 1 cent, yeah. Look, a lot of people say that, but like generally before I decide on that, I really look at the figures. I hope I'm not going to scare you away with this, but okay, in order for it to get to 1 cent, to be perfectly honest, this is like in crypto, the best thing you can look at is market cap, not price. That's why platforms, that's why platforms are ranked according to market cap. The price is kind of like a reflection, but the core truth is really about the market cap. So if you want Shiba Inu to get to 1 cent, you really have to think, what market cap does it need to be to reach 1 cent? And then you take that market cap and you compare it against other projects, and then you can kind of ask yourself, are we there yet? Is Shiba Inu enough to have the market cap of Bitcoin? And Bitcoin has got such a high market cap because really big organizations and institutions and stuff, they have placed their backing and trust in Bitcoin. So you have to think, like, is Shiba Inu there yet? Do I think it'll get to 1 cent? Yes. Do I think it'll get to 1 cent next year? Probably not. So what I'll do, just to show you, Brian, I'll max up this as much as I can. I'll just make it something. I'll just max this. So this is at a 570 billion market cap, just to show you. And if Shiba Inu can reach this is the current level of Ethereum. So if for Shiba Inu to get to 1/100th of a cent, not alone one penny, this is the market cap it'll need to be, and that's without any burning. Obviously, by the time we get to this, we would have burnt like heaps and heaps. So in short, I don't think we'll get there in 2022, but the potential is there beyond. The potential is there beyond, and yeah, but just certainly not now. My personal is years. We're probably years away from that, and the market, crypto in general, in my view, has to be just a lot healthier than it is at the moment. They do predict that Bitcoin is going to get to $500,000 price, and for it to get there, that's 10 trillion. At a 10 trillion market cap, that means that everything overall is also going to swell at least 10 times. So, in my view, I think it's Yeah, it's certainly possible, but just not for next year. Sorry to break your heart there, Brian. Okay, Courageous Car says, what do you think, when do you think Shiba Inu will hit 0.005? Let's find out. What is the price for 0.005? Let's see. The market cap for Shiba Inu to reach that point. Why does that seem not true? No, that's 1 cent. Yeah, I'm just trying to see your price here. Well, I personally think it will, for it to get to that price, yeah, we're still quite a while away. That looks like $2 trillion market cap. For whatever reason, that just doesn't seem right. Okay, I'll just check this out. Let me just keep reading the rest. David Grimsley, thanks, great info. Let me just undo this and get back to some reality. Shibami, I have bought some Shib merch from your pop store. Oh, really? What merch did you get there, Shibami New Zealand? I've actually, okay, speaking of merch, like I haven't bought any. The only merch which I have is currently the stuff from Minted Crypto USA. I've got these coins here. I think they've got, yeah, I got this one. I literally got mine yesterday. It takes a while for it to get to Australia. It takes about maybe 3 weeks for it to get to Australia, but I got this now. I do have a link in the description below. They've got 30% off for you guys who are interested, but that's the only Shib merch which I've got at the moment. Please do your analysis when Shiba will hit 0.005 or 3 zeros and 9. Okay, cool. Let's have a look. To be able to get to 3 zeros and 9. Okay, I see where you're tracking with this. Okay, I'll take your request, and then we will. That's about that price point which you requested. You asked for 0.0009. That means for Shiba Inu to get there, we'll have to be about 500 markup. So this is similar to what I was saying before, which means we'd have to get close to Ethereum. In my view, at the moment, in order for us to be able to get to even close this price point, this is what's going to happen. Like Bitcoin would need to expand, and it is like according to on-chain data and according to market analysts like Plan B, they do say that Bitcoin will, by 2026, it has strong potential to have a 500K price. So that means that this is 2025. So if that happens, right now Shiba Inu, I think it's about 3%. Well, Shiba Inu should be able to 2x from that point. I mean, sorry, to 10x from its current price. So I think Shiba Inu at the very minimum will be half of this. I think Shiba Inu will probably be around 200. That's based on current utility. But then obviously we're going to have a lot more utility. We're going to have things like we'll be 100% on Shibarium. The Shiboshis and ShibaNet will definitely be up and live. And personally, I think I'm really waiting to see what this does here, because for Shiba Inu, this is Shiba Inu's this is real utility for Shiba Inu, where real world businesses will be able to start using blockchain technology to be able to to trade and buy and sell. So I personally think this is like, if this gets mass adoption, I do think that we can reach your price point probably by 2024, 2025, just to respond to your question there, Courageous Cars. But honestly, this is just me messing around. Hey, it's hard to do a proper analysis just, in a few seconds. Frankie says, anyway, to see the amount we earn from liquidity pool fees. Let's have a look. Yes, there should be a way to do it. if you go to ShibaSwap over here, cool, and then you click on Bone Folio, it might take, okay, cool. So this shows you all the liquidity pairs for various pairs over here. So let me see if I can zoom in. You should be able to pick a particular pair, and then over here it says your liquidity. This is how much is actually like staked or locked into ShibaSwap. And then over here, these are the fees per 24 hour. To be honest, I was having a look at this yesterday. I don't know how far true they are, but yeah, because some of them seem pretty high, and they don't match up with some other data which I've done. So if you want to see how much fees which are made in general, these are how much fees are earned for these particular pairs. Like the SHIB ETH pair, in the past 24 hours, it looks like it has made about $16,000. And in the past 7 days, it looks like it has made $296,000, and that's across everything. So if you personally have a portion of, if you have this pair here, if you're providing liquidity for SHIB ETH, you will be getting a percentage on this based on how much you have. Like if you have, let's say, 1% of this, you'll be getting 1% of this. At least that's my understanding. That's also one thing which I would really like to clarify when they do ShibaSwap 2.0. I do think we should be able to see it like at an individual level. I don't know how to do that at an individual level. Cool. Okay, cool. So Zaya just asked, please analyze when we will hit 30009. I think I've just done that one. Merrick Johnson says, Kawakami Inu, can you stake a lot of other meme coins and SHIB? I don't know about Kawakami Inu. I've never heard of that one. But at the moment on ShibaSwap, you can only stake the Shiba Inu core ecosystem tokens. That might change when ShibaSwap comes out. Yeah. Right now you can only stake. You can only do these ones here: SHIB, Leash, and Bone. And speaking of which, do you guys have Ryoshi Vision? I really want to do a video on Ryoshi Vision, but I keep putting it off because I want to do it justice. Ryoshi Vision at the moment is like for anyone who's been staked in SHIB, you're just getting free Ryoshi Vision. And at the moment, like why I like Ryoshi Vision, it's literally got the same amount of supply as Shiba Inu, but then they've got a really good burn mechanic. They have reflections burning. And I do think that if and once Ryoshi Vision kicks off, then we should be able to start seeing like really good gains. Like right now, for literally doing nothing, those of us who have had stake SHIB would have about 189 million SHIB, and that's actually big because if Ryoshi Vision gets to the same size which SHIB is, then yeah, that's actually quite a lot of money. Okay, cool. Hey Ace, the developer Eric made a post a few hours ago. Nice, thank you very much. I've been watching Eric's. I've been waiting for Eric to say something. Okay, cool. Eric. Okay, cool. So this is Eric's account. What did he say? Yep. If this is the one you're talking about, are you bone ready? Is this the one you're talking about? Yeah, guys. This is okay. Eric, for those of you guys who don't know, Eric is one of the developers he's one of the OG developers for the Shiba Inu project, and he doesn't tweet that much, but generally he's responsible for building a lot of the utility. I think he was a big part within building ShibaSwap, and he's a big part of the DAO which is being built. So he just recently tweeted, "Are you bone ready?" And obviously for you guys who know that Bone Token is a big part of the Doggy DAO which is being built, and and since he's a developer, if he's chucking that, it definitely means that he's pretty much saying do you have your bone ready for, doggy DAO? This is when we will be able to start using the governance mechanism. So obviously, the bone token is very, very likely to pump up. So I think I actually responded to this. So you see, I actually responded to this. This is my response to Eric. Eric posted this. It says 14 hours ago. About an hour later, I responded with an old video which I did. Where in this video, I pretty much spoke about how Bone Token is about to explode. I go into in depth. So if you're interested in Bone Token, that's the video for you. Yeah. So thank you for that one, Patty Pacman. Cool. Brian says, will it be possible for okay, what will be possible if Robinhood accepts Shiba Inu? Ooh, mate, I think there'll definitely be a significant pump, on there, but it's hard to tell during the current market because in the current market, any sort of gains, they seem to be since the current sentiment. Look at this, the current sentiment here. We're like, just to give you guys a reality check, the current overall market sentiment is extreme fear. So for people who are used to crypto, this is actually usually it's a really good buying point. But then extreme fear generally means that people are also afraid to, like the masses are generally afraid to invest. So even if Robinhood lists right now, it won't be as big as if we're in a green sort of scenario. So do I think it'll have an impact? Yes, I will. But maybe, I don't know, 20, 30%. But not as much as it would be if it was a lot higher. Hey Elizabeth, how you doing? Welcome back. John Corcus says no. Yeah, maybe John, maybe you're right. You're probably responding to Brian, right? Will Robinhood have an effect? Yeah, some people think yes, some people think no. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. Should I be buying the current SHIB dip? Obviously, Shirag Mintal, to answer your question, nobody can give you financial advice, but it really depends on your conviction for the token. I personally have a good long-term sort of view of Shiba Inu. I do think that Shiba Inu is one of those tokens which is really building a lot of solid utility, which is going to be used not just within the ecosystem but outside. So I do invest in it. So when the prices do drop like to where it is right now, I think we're currently at about 33, to be honest, 33. So I definitely load up at this level personally, but that's my own risk level and tolerance. This is not financial advice. And why do I do this? Because overall, when it's red, the market just goes up. That's just my general view. If we look at the overall market, okay, what did I just click? I'll just click back here. If we look at the overall market, just in general, this is just in all time, right from the beginning. In general, crypto markets generally rise. So whether it's year to year, we may have a bear market from time to time, but in general, it will rise. So I have a long-term view of Shiba Inu. We are where we are right now, but if the exact same sort of trajectory happens which has been happening, let's say since 2019, look, the market cap looks like 100. Is that 100 billion? And now we're like well over $1 trillion. So it's gone up tremendously. So that's what I base my investment strategy on. I don't I don't invest just because Shiba Inu is in the green. I invest, particularly because I believe in it and I believe that the utility, and also when it dips down to these sort of prices, I see that as a buying opportunity. So that's my viewpoint, mate. Okay, David says, can you do a breakdown on the events that are going to happen? I know the game is July or 2022. What is going to take place before that? Okay. What is going to take place before that? Okay, guys. See, how many people are on the stream? Let me just have a look, because I might share some things with Satoshi. Just a second. I just want to check something. I'm just going to adjust some settings. Okay, cool. But basically, to answer your question, mate, Yes, FY20. Well, this is when the Shiboshis are going to come out. You're saying July. I'd say latest August, because that's the nature of anything which is announced. You always just give it at least a month leeway. Uh, Prior to that, what some of the big things which are going to happen are we're going to have NFTs, additional NFTs, which are going to be which are going to be made, and that's going to be for the blockchain game. Because remember, there's two games. There's the mobile game. This one is just non-crypto, and then there's the crypto play to earn game. And at the moment, anything which is metaverse, crypto gaming related, it tends to do really well. So I sort of bet that with kind of exposure which Shiba Inu currently has, when there's news and initial developments of this is actually going to cause Shiba Inu price to start pumping a little bit, and particularly Bone Token. I really want to talk about Bone Token, and they actually might even be a different token, but I don't know. And I'm hoping that this one here, ShibaNet. This is basically where a lot of external businesses will start using the basically Shibarium on ShibaNet to be able to trade and to be able to track royalties and stuff on any of their proprietary property. I do think this one here may have a strong impact on the price. So that's what I think will partly happen. ShibaSwap 2.0, just to add to that, I think ShibaSwap 2.0 is this is just basically a revamped version of ShibaSwap. We may have additional features for DeFi. We may be able to have additional assets to stake, which are not just Shiba Inu ecosystem tokens. They may even be like a borrowing and lending platform, because DeFi is actually a lot broader than just token swapping. So if we can make our swap platform robust, we'll be able to compete with the likes of Uniswap and some of those other DeFi protocols, which are actually doing pretty well. Okay, Zenza says 12:45 in Atlanta must be much earlier than that in New Zealand. Yeah, mate. It is right now. I'm in Australia and it's almost 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So for you, it's way back. Yes, we're in your future to respond to you, Zenza. 2025. Halfbreed says. Michael Hart says our market cap could stay the same and we could get a penny. Nearly all the coins would need to be burnt. But my point is our market cap doesn't need to 10x for the price to 10x. Yes, you're right, Michael. Michael, I think you're talking about burning tokens. So Michael's point, he's saying that our market cap is this right now, but he's saying that if we burn a crap ton of our, tokens, then the price would get to close to 1 cent. So this is just to respond to you, Michael. So at the moment, if we were to burn 99.5% of the current supply, we would get close to 1 cent. So you're right. But what a lot of people don't realize, that using this logic, right? This means that a lot of the tokens which are in circulating, most probably including your own tokens too, are also going to have to be burnt. So in order to reach this price point, literally people on exchanges, people who have staked Shiba, like almost everybody is going to need to, because at the moment the tokens are held by people. That's why we call it circulating supply. Another word for circulating supply is tokens which are currently held by people. They're actually in public hands. So if you want to burn 99%, it means those public hands are going to somehow have to send their wallets, send their tokens to a burn wallet. So typically the best way to be able for the price to increase, it's going to be a combination of adding utility so that the market cap can go up, as well as the circulating supply. Cool. Toby Gaming says hi. 2025, a conservative burn rate. I do think maybe about 2.5%, mate. 2.5% every 6 months would be something good. I think by 2025, if we can burn, I don't know, maybe 25, it would actually be. I think it'll be good if we can burn 25% by 2025. Just to answer your question, Halfbreed. Okay, the one and only Slick says, I'm growing out my hair, so in 3 years, once it's touching the middle of my back, I'm sure Shiba will make me happy. That'll be interesting. Yeah, so don't cut your hair until Shiba Inu reaches 1 penny. Let's see how long your hair will grow. Okay. So you got Shiba. I mean, New Zealand says he bought 2 black shirts and a hoodie. So how do they look? Yeah, I want to get some too. Okay. For tax purposes, do you think Robinhood will list SHIB in Q1? I don't know how the tax system works in the US, but there are a lot of rumors at the moment that Robinhood is going to list Shiba Inu in Q1. Just to answer you. Cool. How high do you think Shiba Inu is going to get? Toby Gaming, just to answer you, I think I gave 2 scenarios. In one scenario, in a bullish scenario, I think Shiba Inu will lose a 0 in 2022. Probably towards the end of 2022, we might get to 3 zeros and 2. Cool. Timothy says, I'm down 10K in my own money from SHIB. I'm trying to hold, but I'm scared. Yeah, Tim, like I have to admit, man, like for a lot of people who bought into SHIB during the pump, a lot of you guys are actually down at the moment. So this is the current the on-chain analysis for Shiba Inu at the moment. This is the current price. So what this chart shows how many people are currently in profit versus how many people are not in profit. So for to answer your question there, Tim, you would probably be part of this crew here. You would have bought your SHIB anywhere between about 40 zeros and 40,000 units all the way up until all-time high. So obviously at this current point, it's really just a matter of about what you want to do. But a big portion of people have still most people are in profit. According to this here, 57% are still in profit. So that's pretty cool. Joe says, explain Shibarium. Is it the same as ETH 2.0? Yes, Shibarium is a layer 2, so it runs on top of Ethereum. It just it takes some of the pressure off Ethereum so that the transactions happen a lot faster, and there's usually very, 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 very little gas fees or no gas fees at all. So that's the layer 2 blockchain which Shiba Inu is building. Danish says, what's your opinion on people on Doge dying? Ooh, yeah, Doge at the moment, I don't cover Doge because I don't really know what they're building at the moment. I do see that their price is struggling, but that's in line with the rest of the market. I don't know where it will be in a few years from now, because I don't think they build as much utility as Shiba Inu does. So yeah, in short, Halfbreed says it's dying. So yeah, but I'm just trying to be nice. It is kind of dying. Do you have to pay gas fees to stake SHIB? Yes, you do. Gas fees and a transaction fee. So usually it's very, very low to do that in comparison to swapping. But I tried to, I think, unstake some SHIB recently, and it was still pretty high. William Craig says, I have bag. Yep, SHIB Army says that's the lowest I've seen the Korean ingredient index. Yeah, that's right, mate. It's very low at the moment. It's 16 at the moment. All About Risk says, am I watching the Ashes series? Oh yeah, it's Ashes time, isn't it? No, I probably won't be watching it, but it's sometimes on in the background. So for those of you guys who don't know, the Ashes series is a cricket series which we watch in Australia here around about December. Crypto Zoo. Any thoughts on mini BTC prog? Mini BTC prog. I've never heard of that. If you mean if mini BTC is that actual coin, or if you're asking about Bitcoin in like specifically? Let's find out. You never know these days. Mini BTC, there actually is something. Okay, mini BTC. Let's have a look. Mini BTC, it's on Binance. I'm usually scared of anything on Binance. What is it? It's a deflationary token designed to become more scarce over time. All holders of mini BTC earn more mini BTC that is automatically sent to your wallet simply by holding. So this looks like reflections. Yeah, that's interesting. I've never heard of it until now. It's quite interesting. It's got a super low market cap, literally 1 million. So it has to be brand new, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's new. This is launched 23rd of November. So yeah, I don't know anything about that. So that's not financial advice. Might take a look into it later. Okay. SHIB will reach $1. Hey, Ulysses, Bo, if you can tell me how, then we can have a discussion. Do you think SHIB will be valuable in the future in the metaverse? Danish, to answer your question, Satoshi did say that he's building that Shiba Inu is going to have a decentralized type of metaverse. So yeah, we'll never know how that's going to look. I don't know. Okay, Ryoshi Nakamoto says, did I get my physical? Yes, I did. I got my physical SHIB coin, a couple of days ago. So this one here, from Minted Crypto. I got my physical coin literally a couple of days ago. It took a while for it to get here, but yeah, that's the one that I got. So I've also ordered, there's a gold version of this. I've got this, I've got a Bitcoin, and then I got Ethereum. That's the only one I'm really interested in, and Ethereum. And then I got a couple of these stands. I think I got 2 of these. So it's worth it at the moment because it's 30% off. And yeah, that's the only SHIB sort of merch which I've got. So to answer your question, yeah, that's what I have. I do have a link in the description for this for you guys who are interested. Cool. So yeah, so that's just basically what I wanted to talk about, like to get a feel on where you guys at with Shiba Inu. At the moment, personally, I'm gonna be I probably will, maybe not that much, but I do have a long-term outlook on Shiba Inu, and I do see this as a buying sort of opportunity. So we'll see where things will go. To be honest, it's anybody's guess at the moment how the market is going to it's going to go. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. Cool. The Hamptons resident says, Ace, I got my gold coin and it took less than 5 days to get here. That's cool. Cool. Hamptons residents, where do you stay? Are you in the US? If you're in the US, that makes sense because the warehouse for minted crypto is in the US, but it does take a while to get into overseas. Cool. And I think we'll leave it there, guys. So let me see if there's anything else I wanted to show you guys. California. Okay, all good. That makes sense. So that's the fear and greed index. Try and see if there's anything else. We did have a look at Eric's tweet. So Eric is one of the developers. So I do think Bone Token will jump up in price as soon as the Doggy DAO is announced. It might come back down because the market is not really strong at the moment. But we'll see what happens with that. I do sense an announcement coming up in December. I do think Doggy DAOs will come out in December. Let me see what else is there. I think that's all I wanted to chat with you guys too. At the moment, I will spend the rest of my afternoon chilling. Thank you guys so much for this. I think I'll sign off in about 1 minute. Joe Campbell says, how high could Bone Token get in 2 years? In 2 years, I put out a video where I think Bone Token, I think in 2 years, it should be able to get over $1 billion in market cap. So this is the current price of Bone Token at the current circulating supply. Actually, no, this is not the current price. Hold on a second. Let me just basically, I think at a minimum, if we can get to, let's say, 1.5 billion market cap in, let's say, early 2023. Just a second. The price could be it says here 90, but then that's based on this circulating supply. I do think there'll be a lot more tokens in circulation at that time. Yeah, at that time I think there'll be just a lot more in circulation. So I think the price of Bone Token, personally, I would say, to be conservative, it may even be half this. It may even be like 40 bucks in a bull market. Yeah, in a bull market, it might be that. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. I think we will just we'll call it a day. Thank you for watching, everyone. We'll tune in next time. This is Ace. Peace.